Thank you for taking the time out of your day to join us. You're here listening to Chisme y Chords, where faith, music, and conversation connect. I'm your host, Mercedes Renee.
And I'm your other host, Misa Valdez.
Hi, guys. We have a special guest in the house, and he is, let me tell you something. He is so humble. He is amazing. He is a family guy. He has such an amazing son, which he will tell you about. He is amazing and sweet and kind. And he has a barbecue business out in New Mexico, and his name is Paul. So, everybody, welcome Paul. Hi, Mr. Paul. Thank you for joining us.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Paul in your backdraft barbecue joint, and tell us how it started, why you started it, because the story is absolutely amazing. So tell us what's going on.
Yeah, I'll start in the beginning. So I'm a retired firefighter. I did that for 22 years. I had retired from the state with 20 in. I played golf for about 4 months. I retired to play golf the rest of my life. That's really what I wanted to do, I'll be honest. And so I started that. 4 months into it, I thought, man, this is going to be a quick death to me if I keep doing this. And so my golf game was great, but I needed to go back to work. I needed to use my mind again. And so I went and worked for the government for a couple of years, running operations for one of their fire departments at one of their secure facilities, and did that for 2 years. And in the back of my mind, I knew I wanted to do something for me. And so the whole time I was thinking about what I could do, what I would like to do. And at the time there was this food truck craze out there. And so I thought, you know what, why don't I do that? And so I found a barbecue guy in Florida that had a few food trucks he was getting rid of. And I drove down there, made a deal on one, drove it back. And then I sat on it for months. I was still kind of scared to just make that leap. I was leaving a 6-figure plus job to go start a food truck. I mean, everyone thought I was nuts, and so I ended up leaving my government job. I'm starting my food truck in January of 2020. The first month, maybe the first couple months, I was like, man, what did I do? I made the biggest mistake ever,
I can imagine.
Within 4 months, I had lines down the street, and I actually had bought all the property that I currently own now, which is where my restaurant, my 2 venues are. And so that progression happened that fast. I opened my restaurant. That would have been in all of 2020. The state was essentially closed down, and so I kept just doing the food truck thing, kept building customers, a following. And then in 21, at some point in 21, I opened the doors to my brick and mortar. At that time, I didn't have venues. They still hadn't been done at that time. And so I was a barbecue only facility. So fast forward, Man versus Food came in during that time. I got on the Food Network. That increased sales, increased exposure. And then I got tired of it and I stepped away from it. I had an opportunity to go do something different. There were some things that I couldn't pass up. And so I closed the doors. I actually tried to leave it open. I tried to leave it open with some people, and it didn't go like it was supposed to, for sure, for whatever reason. And after I had seen some numbers, some things that it just wasn't working for any of us. And so I just closed the doors. And then 3 years later, or I guess at that point, 2 years later, I'd been gone 3 years at that point. I came back, did all the needed construction on the venue side. So now I have a full venue where we can have bands, and, we can talk about that stuff later. And now I have a full complex here. I have an outdoor pavilion, which is an outdoor venue. That's actually stage 2. That'll start sometime this year, or phase 2. But I got, full indoor venue, and my restaurant's just cranking now. And we have our liquor license, and we probably have one of the best bars in, I don't know, 200 miles, I bet. I mean, we've really put it together nice. And the right people really came in here, and God always puts people in your place, right? And so that's kind of what's happening.
So I love that. I love that so much. I love that for you. And thank you for your service of being a firefighter and everything that you've done. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for that.
Seems like you're very attracted to fire.
Yeah. Well,
But it
that
draws your attention from being your firefighter now to having
Oh.
your barbecue. Yeah.
yeah, at one point I had spent half my life in the fire service. I mean, it was like truly like just like a part of me. And I ended up wanting to go back actually, even before I reopened this place, because I just had that burning sensation to go back. I just, things work out to where I'm now doing this again, and I couldn't be happier, really. I mean, you never know where it's going to take you.
I love it. So, what makes your restaurant different from others in the area in New Mexico? What like sets you apart from everybody?
Yeah, quality's one. I don't spare any expense, non-expense for that. I mean, I buy the best meat. Our smokers go in nearly 24 hours a day. So we just don't heat this stuff up. There's some real blood, sweat, and tears put into this product. But I think the other side of it too is um, our customer service too, and the way that we treat those that come here to eat. They could go anywhere, and they choose to come here. And it's important to me for those that come here to leave feeling like part of this is theirs too, right? And so I love that. I love to hear people and how excited they are and how happy they are with the product or the service, because I've got great people around me. This isn't all about me for sure.
Yeah.
None of this could happen without the great people around me. And so, just getting to see all of that, that's why we do it. I mean, that's what keeps why people keep coming back. And yeah, it's real.
I love it.
Good.
I
That
love
is-
it. So, what are your most popular dishes, you think, and why do you think they stand out from the rest of your dishes?
Yeah, and I'll add one thing. There was a restaurant here in Roswell for almost 40 years, and I watched the owners there, in particular one of the owners there, and how he would go around and he would go to each table, and he would talk to everyone that came in.
Yeah.
And it's called table touching, and I do the same thing. In fact, he comes here and eats. So he gives me a hug and says, "You're the only guy that I know that's carried this on." And so that's one of the things I think that I'm proud of as well, is that not only I do that, but I make sure my staff knows, like, to continue to keep giving great service to these people. But yeah, as far as like everything on the menu is something I've created, all of it. And our menu's small. I mean, we have 5 proteins, and it's all mixed matched into plates and sandwiches. And I think we found this small menu. I created this small menu that we're good at. And so when somebody's asked, like, what should I order off the menu? Literally, you can order anything off of it, and you're not going to be, dissatisfied.
Disappointed. Yeah.
So, do you have your own barbecue sauce?
Yeah, I would say that's the only thing that's probably proprietary to anything that I do. You can. I had a guy that when I first got into barbecue, and I knew nothing. I mean, I knew very little, and I went and saw him, and he was kind enough to pass on the knowledge that was also passed on to him when he started, and buy these buns, buy this meat, do this, and so. And it was nice because I actually got to see him a couple weeks ago in he's putting a new barbecue spot in Johnson City. But yeah, I mean, all this stuff. And he told me, like, kid, if you're dumb enough to do barbecue, I will show you everything, because there is so much hard work involved. And he's not lying. It's like night and day. I mean, some of us stay up the whole time. But the barbecue sauce is really the only thing that all this other stuff can be found all over the internet. It's secrets that are passed on from pitmaster to pitmaster, and helping others. It's a community that helps each other. But really the barbecue sauce is like the only thing that's truly yours, right? And so, and I'm like so passionate about that side of it. I think we have the best,
I love that
Nice.
so much. Like, you need to bottle it up and you need to start selling
Sending
it in
it.
stores. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to. I got with a friend of mine that he had put his stuff in stores, and he said it's a wreck. It's so hard to, when it gets expired, you have to go get it. He said it's better just sell it out of your place and sell it to those that really want it and that come to get it, and just do it that way. And that's what we do. We bottle it here. We slap a label on it, and send it out.
I love that. Well, congratulations on
Yes.
that, Paul.
You
Yeah.
stated that it takes approximately 12, 15 hours. Can you give us a rundown? Because I'm sure there's challenges that come in between those. How do you overcome that as well?
Yeah, as far as like the cook, is that what
You
you're asking?
well, your team in general, because you stated, barbecue itself takes a lot of patience and a lot of time.
Yeah.
So, as far as your team, can you give us a rundown of how, walk us through that?
Yeah, and it's broken down into there's two of us that work on the pit. There's really one guy. His name's Willie. He's an older man. He's been with me since day one. He's the one that stays up all night with it. And then I've got the rest of my team. And I come in at times when he needs me. If he calls at 2 o'clock in the morning, he's like, "Hey, I need you." I come straight back to work. And then I may stay here till 5 or 6, and then I go home and shower, and then I come here and start my day. It's us too that send out all the meat, all the product. And then I have staff that works inside the restaurant. So I have a serving staff. I have bartenders. Got some utility guys that work in the back. They keep it going by, keeping all the dishes going, keep everything stocked. Everybody kind of has their own niche here, but as far as a team goes, we have to operate as one, or it's a wreck. And so, yeah, and my bartender, she came on in February. She had worked for a big bar here in this town years and years ago. It's so weird how it happens too. She was in here with her husband. They were having a drink. She said, "Hey, if you ever need anybody, let me know." I said, "Well, if you're serious, come back and talk to me." And she came back the next morning at 8:30 in the morning. And she's been here ever since. It's been so cool. It's exactly what I needed in that bar. Is I needed someone to take it, make it their own, tell me what they wanted, make these crazy drinks that, she treats the bar like I treat the barbecue side of this business, and just being creative. And it's perfect.
It makes people keep wanting to come back. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love that. So how do you handle slow seasons or fluctuations in demand? So do you have any slow seasons, or how do you handle that?
Yeah, I mean, technically we're in the slow season now and we can't keep up.
Mm.
And so it's going to be interesting to see what happens this summer, right? And then later in the year when we start doing events with our food truck and keeping this restaurant going. This is supposed to be the slow season. So I don't know. We'll see. Even if it was slow, we'd dial it back a little bit. I'd probably be a little more fired up to get my food truck out if it was slow, so that there would be other streams of revenue coming in.
Yeah.
But it's not that way. It's really all we can do at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. God has
That's
a plan.
God, exactly. God sent, especially when you stated that you are in your slow season and can't keep up. That is blessings upon blessings, I think. That's
For
phenomenal.
Sure. For sure.
Yeah, we reopened the doors in September. Didn't get our liquor license until, say, December 31. And so we were profitable the first week we opened, and we've never looked back. That fluctuates obviously some, but there's a lot to add to that. We have a full venue now that we can now cater events in there. There's obviously revenue that's coming just from the venue itself. So there's other revenue streams here than just barbecue, and that's exactly what I wanted this time. I didn't want everything to just fall on barbecue. Margins are tight in the barbecue business. and nobody's getting rich on this thing. I promise. It may look like it when you come here and see everything, but it's just I don't take a salary from this. I've never taken any money from the business. I've put it all back in, even before when it was open. And the idea is to build this thing to where it's strong and it has everything it needs to service those around us. And so that's what I continue to do.
Amazing. Well, that's kudos to you.
Yes.
That's a testament to who you are as a person. So I love that.
And your character. So in that event, how do you maintain to staying positive in your, because we have our times that we're like stressful and
Yeah.
how's it going to work? How do you maintain that?
Yeah.
God first.
Yeah, I think for me it's a little bit different. I honestly don't do this for money. I mean, I have a retirement that pays me every month, and I live off of that. I mean, it's not a lot, but I live off of it. So the stress of making money day in, day out, it isn't the stressors here. Really, the stressors here are making sure that those that come here and spend their hard-earned money leave here happy. Those are the stressors for me, right? And not only them, but my staff too, making sure that they're happy doing what they're doing. I know the restaurant business as a whole is people in, people out. I get it, and that's happened here as well. I'm not saying it hasn't, but for those that are committed to being here, are dedicated to what we're doing, I want to make sure they're happy too. And so that's where the stress comes from sure. And then long hours. We're only open 3 days a week. That would seem like a dream, but I don't even know how we could do it anymore. That's how many hours we put in with such a small staff. There was only 5 people, including myself, until not long ago, and we had to hire a few more. So there were 5 of us doing everything. I think that's what the stresses are. And really, this is what I wanted to do. I came back to this, and I remind myself of that too. God's blessing for sure. It would be disappointing, I would assume, if I took that for granted, right?
For sure,
Mhm.
for sure. Well, we're proud of you, definitely.
Very.
But we want to give some shout outs. We have Miss Darlene that says hello. We have Miss Amy who says hello. We have Miss Ida that says hello. We have Mr. Ariaga who says hello. David Vela says hello. We have Mr. Jimenez who says hello as well. So we have a lot of
Thank
people
you.
watching and
Tuning
tuning
in.
in, saying hello, hello,
Yes.
hello. So I just wanted to make sure that we are giving a shout out to everybody. So thank you guys for watching and tuning in, and we appreciate you guys. But I wanted to dial back because you said that the Food Network came out and came and did a show with you or did whatever. So can you tell us about that and how that made you feel? Because that is a big deal that they came and did your barbecue joint. So tell us how that was and how that made you feel.
Yeah, they didn't. They had reached out to a local business owner. She had a restaurant at the time, a drive-through type food establishment here, and they had asked her about some other restaurants that were either up and coming or were doing great things, and she sent them straight to me, which was so cool. And so they came over, they saw the place, instantly fell in love with what we were doing, and we became the feature of that show. Yeah, and it didn't even turn out that way until they came here and kind of seen what we were doing. So that was kind of cool too. It was amazing. They came in. It's pretty cool how they set that up, how they get a hold of you weeks before. They come in, they do a shoot. It's really quick. They fly Casey Webb in. He does his thing. He does the challenge. It's been it's been a great exposure. I mean, even last week we had people here from Colorado that had seen the episode that we were on and came down to see what it was about. And so I'm sure this wasn't the they were here, but they stopped by, which was super cool, right?
I know. Hey, whatever is
is.
exposure.
Yeah.
I love that. So let's talk about the music. So you have two venues. I'll let you talk about that, and then you can incorporate how you have the Tejano music or music in general. So let's talk about that.
Yeah. So I have an indoor venue that we do live music every Friday night. The idea for my business this time is on Thursdays in the restaurant. We currently have live music in there. We have a solo artist. They're doing their music, doing other music. They're creating an environment in there. We do that every Thursday. Friday, we open up the venue on. It's called Freedom Hall. We open up Freedom Hall at 7 o'clock. It goes to 11, and then we've been bringing in Tejano bands and things of that nature on this side, and we've been doing that every Friday now for, gosh, I don't know, 3 months maybe. And so the idea is to continue to keep doing that. But the business model really is Third Street Station Live, and the 3 days that we're open, if it's not rented out, that we're having live music here. And so, as we continue to stand this up, we're going to be able to, branch out into other genres and get other musicians in here and just keep creating cool things around here.
I love
Attractive it is, and
Yeah.
such a blessing how everything is just God sent whenever you stepped away and then came back. And it's that much more. It's like, I know this is what I want to be doing, and here I am, and God confirms exactly where you need to be, and here you are. Just
Yeah, so true. I think stepping away from the business and being able to look at it from a 30,000-foot view on how I could do more with less, how it could be more profitable, what can we add to that business to where it's fun again, right? And so all of those things, being gone 3 years, still owning the property and coming back to it. It's lit a fire for sure, and it's allowed me to be able to look at it from a different perspective, I guess, than I was probably before I left.
what type of advice would you want to give somebody who's looking or willing to open up their own?
Yeah, I would say just don't quit. You got to just, even when it's rough. I think chasing your dreams is, if that's really what you want to do, then you better be willing to do anything to make that happen. And so, if that's staying up 3 days in a row, if that's not eating, not sleeping, not taking any money home, it doesn't. The idea is you're doing more in private than you are in public, and they have to realize that's exactly what it takes. Working for yourself, you're not going on vacations. You're not taking a lot of time for yourself because you're building something. I mean, all of those things come later on, obviously, and yeah, you just have to be all in, and that's the only way it works.
Nice. I love the fact how you state that you do it for the people. It's not about the money for you. And that is just, it speaks volumes on your character. So applause to you, because there's a lot of people out there that are just mainly for the money. You're in it to see how people smile, how people leave so they can come back and tell whoever else, hey, this is where I'm at. Come and try it. And that to me is just, what do you think? It's just a blessing indeed.
Absolutely.
To be a whole people person and be about their smile and their satisfaction.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how much stuff I give away for free because I just love it. Because I work in the back, I'm the guy that sends all the food out. Some people that don't know me and don't know how this was established, or they think I'm just the cook, and I'm perfectly fine with that. And so when I do go out there and I go to the tables and I talk to people, if there's their birthdays, anniversaries, whatever it is, I'm gonna bless them no matter what. And so that's what I love about it. Making
And
them
you don't
happy.
find a lot of owners like that of their own business in the
Yeah,
back,
probably not.
cooking,
Right.
serving,
Right.
helping,
Mhm.
and again, that's a testament to show who you are as an owner, as a person, as just just in general. And I love that, and that's probably why God is blessing you in every aspect. And it's just It's amazing. And I'm so, so happy for you. So happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course, of course. So we have Mr. Roy Ariaga saying, congratulations, Chisme y Chords podcast for being nominated for Best Podcast.
Woohoo!
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Jolial says saludos y
Hi, Miss Jolial.
bendiciones. And then we have Miss Ashley saying, yes, doing more in private. I feel that. Yes, Almisa, you said that. And amen.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So everybody's listening and everybody's enjoying it. I love it so much. So do you have any plans to expand or open any more locations?
Yeah, I got to get this one up fully running first, and so phase 2 is there's a huge pavilion across the street. It used to be a cotton gin a long time ago. It was built in the 30s. All the sidewalls are off of it. We've had events out there before, but the idea is actually to build a stage in there, to do a lighting system, and to have big outdoor concerts in there. And so
Nice.
that's phase 2. You know, we could probably get 1,000 people or more. We could probably get a couple thousand people over there. Honestly, I mean, it's that big. It's I don't know. It's over 15,000 square feet, and so that's going to be phase 2. Once we get that stood up, and we get in front of the right people to get the right bands here, you know, and find out how that side of the business works. Yeah. Once we do all that, then I don't know. We'll see. The problem with like where I'm at with trying to, and I do want other locations. I just don't know how to streamline that just yet to where I don't physically have to be there, right? And so I'll have to let go a little bit, and so that's
And trust.
that's probably where my growth needs to come from, is knowing that I can hire the right people to do what I need to get done, and it be done in the right way.
Right.
So without like ruining the brand and putting stuff out that I don't want put out, you know, all of those different things. So
yeah,
I think that's where my growth's going to need to come in the next couple of years, and then once it does, then maybe that's a possibility. It'd be so cool if it is.
and it's only up from there, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Always up. Always up.
Always up.
Nice.
I love it. I love it. So let's talk about the bourbon that you have behind you.
Yeah.
What's bourbon? Because you love bourbon, it seems like.
I do. I love the chase more than I do the juice, I think. So some of these are, you have to be right place, right time if you're not going to pay, you know, above market price. And so I've been lucky living in Texas, is, you know, going back and forth and going to all the different alcohol stores and traveling through Texas, down in Austin and Dallas in the last few weeks, and grabbing bottles that you don't see on the shelves very often. But I love, like, the bourbon communities, like the barbecue community. They're enthusiasts. They like love everything there is to know about bourbon, and so I've kind of jumped on that a little bit. I'm also building my business around that as well, and so within the next 2 or 3 years, we'll have 200 or 300 different bottles of bourbon here. This is my private collection here. I can't and won't sell any of this. But even on the floor, we probably have, I don't know, close to 100 bottles, I'm sure, at this point, of just bourbon. So the idea is to, you know, we're bourbon, live music, and barbecue. And so I've kind of taken that and I've ran with it because I enjoy that part of it too. So whenever barbecue's tough and I need an outlet, I buy bourbon. That's what I do.
Why bourbon? Why not whiskey, tequila? Not to say those are outed, but why bourbon?
Yeah, you know, bourbon is whiskey. It's has a different mash bill. Has to have 51% corn in it at least. Has to be done in the United States. You know, there's some caveats there that it has to hit, but I just enjoy it, and I do enjoy it. I mean, I do enjoy a pour every now and then. I don't get crazy with it, but I enjoy it. It's nice to have. It's nice to be able to, like, I had a commander in the Navy not long ago come through, and it's nice to be able to come into my office back here into this bourbon room and have a pour with somebody. You know, I'm not selling it to them. It's two people that walk completely different lives that just enjoy that part of it. And so, that's one that's certainly that's memorable. There's a whole story there. I'd like to tell you guys someday, but yeah, it's just something to enjoy, to meet people and just to have a good time with. And shoot, I'm all about it. I give this stuff away too. It's what I like doing, I guess.
I love it. So, what has been one of your most rewarding moments as an owner so far?
Yeah.
I'm giving you the deep questions, Paul. I'm giving
Yeah,
you.
He's like, I'm thinking, let me think.
I should have read these questions before we hit play.
No, because then it wouldn't be authentic. It wouldn't be authentic.
I think it's for me. Some of the people that work for me, watching how this has also blessed their lives. It's given them a purpose to some degree. I have a guy that's been with me since day one. That he says this is like really kept him alive, and so just touching people's lives, man. I love it. I love that. I got some great people. And they touch my life in the same way. And so it's not just me touching theirs. It comes back hundredfold on me too. And so I get to feel that too. I think that's the biggest thing that, and in May, my nephew's going to come in from Phoenix. He's going to work here. This is what he wanted to do after high school. And so, maybe he matures enough and comes here, and maybe that's a succession. I don't know. I don't know what that looks like, but it's also going to touch his life too, and show him what like real hard work is, and what it's like to actually dream about something. Because all this that I'm doing now is all self-funded. There's no investors. There's nobody behind the scenes, and just being able to mentor him too is going to be a blessing for me.
That's amazing.
Nice.
I love that. How do you maintain a positive work environment? Like, how do you I know you say you have amazing employees and that you're blessed in that sense, but how do you maintain a positive work environment? Because I know that you're super busy, and then I'm pretty sure that you're like turnover, like you have a good turnover as far as tables and stuff. So it being a busy environment, how do you keep a positive work environment?
Yeah, I'm pretty direct when you work with me too, and so that's part of it. And everybody here knows that. They know my heart, but they also know when it's time to work. It's like it's
No
time to get
nonsense.
something done, right?
Yeah.
I think really just hearing them, not being so direct, just talking to my people, realizing if they need something to let them go home early, what can they be? Just putting them first. I think that helps. I think that helps a lot. Is putting them before my own needs, and just realizing, like, I'll use this as an example. One of the girls that works for me, she came to me not long ago, and she's like, "Hey, I want to go on vacation with my friend and her parents, but I don't know if I can, because I got work, I got this." And I'm like, "Dude, you're 24. Like, this is the time you should be going and seeing the world and doing different things, and don't stop yourself from doing that kind of stuff, And she goes on vacation this week. She'll be gone for 2 weeks, and the rest of us know we have to pull her weight, while she's gone. And I would do that for any part of my staff if that's what they needed, was to get away. But I also don't want them to think that this is only about work. This is about living too, and being able to experience life and do different things. And I think that's all of that together. I think that helps the atmosphere and the environment, and
to have each other's back. Exactly. It seems like you've got a phenomenal team that's helping you build that empire, that has built your empire. So it's phenomenal to hear.
For sure.
Yeah. So do you have somebody or people that have been with you since the jump?
Just one. Yeah, you mean from the time I opened before until the second time I opened?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have one. That's it.
You're a pit guy, right?
That's Willie. Yeah.
Pit
Willie.
master.
Yeah,
Willie. We
Willie.
got to meet Willie, the pit master.
Yeah, we need, next time you come on, Paul, you need to bring on Willie.
I know. He's actually out on the pit now, and yeah, he lives on the corner here next to the restaurant, and so he's had keys to this place since day one, since I've owned it. He actually came over, wanted to make a little extra money to wash some dishes, and it's been much more than that, I think, for both of us. And so it's funny. There was a time that he had keys to everything. I didn't have any keys at all. And so I would call Willie and say, hey, dude, I need you to open this place up so I get in, and I just trust him. He's such a cool guy, but he's the only one that's with me from before. I had great people before too. They, I've had great people around me both times, for sure.
Nice.
I love that. Are there any signature dishes that you're especially proud of? I know you said that all of your dishes are amazing.
They are.
Is there any one, you have to pick one that you would say, like, oh my gosh, this is my pride and joy?
I don't know if there's one dish. I think the naming of the dishes ties back to my fire career. Like, we have a first alarm sandwich. We have a hook and ladder sandwich. Like all of those things, all of those themes. There's a sandwich called the TNT. And nobody even knows why it's called that. But at my government job, the guy that was over me, his Chief Treehern, became a really good friend of mine. Still a good friend of mine. It's named after Treehern and Thompson, and that's why it's called the TNT sandwich. And so, just stuff like that really nobody knows but me. That's what I love.
Well, everybody knows now.
I know, spilled it.
So at your restaurant, do you have memorabilia, like firefighter memorabilia? Do you have nuances of your past?
Yeah. In fact, when you walk into my patio, there's a firefighter climbing a ladder that's in full bunker gear. Those bunkers came from my fire career. It's so realistic that people, when I first put it up, would stop in the street thinking there's really something going on in here.
No.
Yeah, I've got master streams in there. I've got helmets from people that I've served with in there.
Wow.
There is so much stuff in there. I mean, there's the Jaws of Life in there next to the phone booth. There's so much stuff. And the idea really is that you go into the restaurant, and no matter where you sit in the restaurant, you're going to see something different every time. And then when you come to the venue, it's sleek. All the walls are white. It's beautiful. We've had weddings in there. There's nothing on the walls anywhere. And so you can have the best of both worlds. And so that's what I continue to keep doing.
Nice.
Yeah.
So during the day you rent it out to weddings and parties and stuff, the venue, and then at nighttime is when you have the bands and stuff, correct?
Yeah, and on Saturdays. So like this Saturday, we have a wedding reception over here that's going to occupy both the indoor Freedom Hall and the pavilion across the street. And there's supposed to be, I think, 400 people here, occupying both, obviously, not all in one. And and so that's a Saturday night rental. And so, and I think we have the next, 6 weeks of nothing but Saturdays booked up just for those types of events. And so it's hard to get a band in there, right, when we have it booked out like that. And it stays like that a lot. And so I know it'll loosen up a little bit. And so when it does, then we'll be getting live music in here on Saturdays once that starts.
That's amazing, though.
Sure
but
is.
at least you're getting your venue booked or with a band or whatever. So when you book the venue, do you cater it as well?
Yeah, and they have two options. They don't have to cater with me. They have the ability to bring their own food if they want to. And when I meet with those that want to rent the place, it's even told to them that, hey, look, I built this for people to use it, and so it's priced in a way that everybody can afford it. And so if they want, if it maybe is close to their budget and they want to do their own tacos, or they want to do whatever food they want to do, bring it. Just come on, just make it work. And yeah, they don't have to cater with me, but I would love to cater for anybody. I mean,
You love to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love his satisfaction that he loves to bring to people, regardless of how or what it is that you need to do. You do it, and it shows, because, like you mentioned, you have your menus booked up until whatever, and it just shows.
Yeah, we even have it booked out, not every weekend, obviously, but all the way to like September of 27, I think. And so, yeah, I mean, people keep coming over, and the idea is to get them on the books early. If you want a date that you really want, you better put down the small deposit, get in, and get your date. So.
Nice.
Yeah, you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to book the venue,
get in on it.
Get in on it. He's booked until September 2027.
Now, go get it.
So dates in.
But.
Oh my gosh, I'm so. You know what, Paul? I am so proud of you. I should be calling you Mr. Thompson, but you know what? Not today. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of everything that you are doing. I'm so proud of the service that you have given. Thank you for your service yet again. You're going to it's going to be like leaps and bounds from here. I know in my heart that you are going to be opening new new brick and mortars. I know that it is just God is going to bless you with so many different things, and people are just going to be reaching out. I just know that you're going to go further in what you're already doing, just God's because timing. It's all in God's timing, and that because you're for the people and you're not for yourself, and you're so humble and you're so giving and you're so loving, and I just know it's just going to be greatness for you. And I just love what you're doing. So we love what you're doing. So.
We got to travel down there to go try some.
Yeah, we need to go to New Mexico so we can try some barbecue.
You guys do.
What would you do? What would you do if Chisme y Chords just showed up?
Well, you guys show up. You can do your podcast in this room, actually. And so come on.
Oh my gosh, it would be amazing. We would be like, do you guys recognize this bourbon? We're at. It would be amazing. You know what? We're going to pop up. We are going to pop up. And you're going to be so surprised and be like, do you know who we are? We'll be like, we need to speak to Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson.
Come on.
You think we're playing. You think we're playing. We are not playing. I just flew all the way from Kansas. You think we're playing. We're going to pop up. And it's not going to be, you're going to be like, I'm
going to pop up hungry. I know
that. I don't eat a lot. So you can give me a kid's plate. But you think we're playing and we're going to pop up. We're that crazy. We're going to pop up.
I love it.
Great. So is there anything that you want to say to everybody out there on the closing?
Where can we find you? Addresses.
Yeah, where can we find you? Or do you have merch first? Do you have merchandise?
I got merch. I got shirts, hats.
Where can we find it? Where can we find it?
Right now here. I really need to get it on my website. The website's going to be revamped here real soon. We're here in Roswell. We're here at the 3rd Street Station at 301 North Railroad. My phone number is attached to everything. So when you call me. You don't talk to anybody else. We're open 3 days a week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday from 11 to 11. I would just say that those that have already come and experienced this, we appreciate it. We know you can go anywhere else, but you came here. You keep coming back, and we love that. And those that haven't, I promise it's so good that if you don't like it, I'll give it to you for free. So
You heard it here,
You
ladies
heard
and
it.
gentlemen. You can get your merch with Mr. Paul. He has it. You have a Facebook page, yeah? For the
I do.
barbecue. Yes.
Mhm.
He has a Facebook page. Go to his Facebook page, follow, like, share. Ask him for merch. He will send it to you. Get some barbecue sauce. I'm sure it's
While you're at it.
amazing.
Mhm.
We're gonna go visit him. You go visit him. Make the trip. Paul. Thank you so much for joining
Yes,
us.
thank you for
Yeah.
your time.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. And hey, really appreciate you guys having me on. I didn't know we could that we could actually last an hour with me on here.
I told you.
See,
I
he was-
told
he was
you.
nervous.
I told you we were going to make it live, and I do not lie. God has not instilled it in my body to
To
lie.
lie.
So I'm telling you.
But hey, I do appreciate being on. I really do. I loved it. Appreciate your time and what you guys are doing. It's so cool. Also proud of what you guys are doing too. You know, you guys stepped out, chased something that you wanted to do, and I love that. And so you just keep doing what you're doing, and big things are going to continue to keep happening for you as well.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. Thank
Means
you
a lot.
so much. And we're praying for you, and I know that it's just up from here for you. The sky's the limit. And yeah, just tell your little boy we said hi. And
I will.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And we'll see you soon.
Awesome, guys. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Ciao.
Bye.
So, guys, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes.
That he is such an amazing human. His barbecue joint, I've heard so many great things about it. I need you guys to go like, follow, share, get some merch, go to New Mexico, get some barbecue sauce. I mean,
He's all about the people. He
Yes,
so deserves
he is
it.
all
The
about the
blessings that are
people.
coming in. Yep. Being a
yes,
firefighter,
yes,
committing all them years and
Yes.
sacrifices, and God only knows what he went through. And to see that seriously turn around 100-fold, and the way God's led him and blessed him, he tried to step away. He came back, and it's his calling to do what
It's
he's doing
his
now.
calling. It really,
So that
really
is- that
he
is.
loves it. He's
Yeah.
for the people in all aspects of his life.
Yes.
He gave his life for firefighting. He gave,
Yep.
I mean, it's just all, he's just here for the people. He's not in it for the money. So please go like, share, follow, get some merch, get some barbecue sauce, get whatever it is. Go help the man out. He is just an amazing, humble man. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Roy Arriaga with El Borrado Promotions. He is newly one of our sponsors, and we cannot thank him enough. You guys, we have been looking for sponsors
And still are.
And still are. But Mr. Roy Arriaga today, as a matter
Reached
of
out.
fact, reached out, and he is one of our sponsors, and we cannot thank it enough. You have no idea from the bottom of our hearts that
How
it
much
is,
that is.
yeah, how much
Yeah.
it means to us. And thank you so much. Also, we are nominated for an award, and we posted it today. So please go out there and vote for us. We would really like it if you could support, vote for us, and it's on Almisa's page, my page, Chisme y Chords page,
Yep.
and there's a link. So please go vote. We're super excited, and we're so humbled, and we're so excited. So yeah, so if you could please go vote, that
2 minutes. That's all it takes.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
all it
that
takes. Not even
means
2
most.
minutes. 30 seconds. Just go pick Chisme y Chords. You're done.
Number 5.
Number five. Yes.
Yes.
So thank you so much, guys. You guys have an amazing evening. We love you, and we will see you soon. Ciao.
Blessings.